Hello and welcome to the GP Tender mobile app demo. If you're watching this video, you've been selected to be a part of the user acceptance testing, the UAT group. A UAT tester plays a very critical role in the project, since testing in the UAT phase is the final opportunity to identify any problems before the app is released into production. Before we start the demo on how to use the mobile app, let's look at how to download the app. On a regular day, you will download the app from your App Store if you have an iPhone or a Play Store if you're using an Android phone. But since we are in the UAT phase, downloading the app is a little different, but not difficult. Let me walk you through this simple process. First, download the barcode scanner, then install the app. Yes, it's that simple. So let's look at how to download the barcode scanner. Barcodo is a simple app that we use to scan codes here, and it's totally free. To download the scanner, go to your App Store or your Play Store. In the search field, search for Barcodo. Now click on Install to download the app. You may have to type in your App Store password to authenticate the download. Once the app is installed, open the app. Point the phone camera to the QR code. Click on Open URL and then click on Install. Now the GP Tender app should have started to download on your phone. Once the download is completed, this is how it should look like. The first screen is the user ID and password. Now fetch your user ID and password from your email. Let's log in and begin the tour. The login ID is your 4-digit FPD ID. Your default password for now is 123456. If you forget your password, our password recovery is done via an SMS. Let's look at how this feature works. Enter your login ID, click on Forgot Password. You will now receive an SMS with a one-time passcode, also known as OTP. Type the OTP code, enter your new password, re-enter your new password and click on Submit. Your password is now successfully changed. Let's log in with a new password. As we know, the GP Tender project comprises of many clinics, which the GPs will be staffed at. One of the primary objectives of this app is to allow GPs to check in at their specified clinic when they report for their shifts, as well as check out of their clinics when they are done. Now before we proceed with this demo, please make sure your location services are enabled or your GPS is turned on. Let's see how this works. From the main menu, click on Check-in. Then, from the list of schedules for that day, click on the schedule you want to check into. If the GPS coordinates detected by the phone match those of the clinic that we have on records, you are successfully checked in. The same thing happens when you check out. From the main menu, click on Checkout. And if the GPS coordinates match those of the clinics we have on records, you are successfully checked out. It's that simple. But please keep in mind, if you've checked out of the clinic for a particular schedule, you will not be allowed to check back into the same schedule again. For example, if you're scheduled to work on the GP1 Military Hospital from 8 AM to 12 PM and you checked out from the clinic via the app before 11 AM in error, you will not be allowed to check into the same schedule again. It will throw you an error to say that you've checked into the same schedule earlier. This is built as per the requirement given by FPD. So please make sure you check out only at the end of your shift at that particular clinic. Now you might be wondering, what happens if you check in from home and your GPS coordinates don't match, or whether we've got an offline option? Well, we've considered all of these scenarios. We'll have a look at this later on in the video, but for now, let's get back to checking in so that we can explore the rest of the mobile app. So once you've checked in, you'll see a main menu with various tasks that a GP does on a typical day at work. Let's go through them one by one. Let's start with the view schedule. As the name suggests, a GP gets to see when and at which clinics they are scheduled to work for the next 15 days. On scrolling down, you see the date, time and clinic you're scheduled to work at. Let's move on to Submit Timesheet. Timesheets are essentially a digital record of the number of hours a GP has worked. As per FPD's requirement, We collect this information by measuring the check-in and the check-out time. Once the GP submits their timesheets, the FPD administrator can either approve or reject the timesheet from the dashboard. But let's focus on the mobile app for now. Under the Approve tab, there's a record of all the timesheets that have been previously submitted which have been approved. Under the Discrepancy tab, we see a list of timesheets which have been submitted but which have not been approved. Under the Pending tab, the GPs will see the timesheets pending for submission. The GP can submit their timesheet fortnightly by clicking on the timesheet and then on Submit. But please note, unlike the other modules which have offline capabilities, this timesheet submission module will only work when you have internet. Let's move on to Report Issues. This module is meant to allow GPs to give feedback when they are at the clinic, which can then be instantly collated and viewed by FPD administrators. This is a much more real-time option than a physical inspection of the clinics. As you can see here, your clinic name is automatically populated based on your check-in clinic. Then choose from the categories of issues. Let's try drug stockout. At the GluPlus clinic, I may be running short of Panadol. So fill this in the comments section and click on Report Issue. The data has now been sent to the FPD administrator. Let's move on to the to-do list. This is where the GPs have daily, weekly and monthly tasks to complete. They can easily navigate through them using these tabs. We've designed the to-do list as a clickable checklist so that it is as user-friendly as possible for the GPs to do. The green check means you've completed the tasks. Check, check, check and check. Then click on Submit. Now we've come to Manage Patients. Under Manage Patients, the GP just needs to fill in 6 demographic details. This has been designed for minimal clicks and steps required by the GP, because we don't want reporting to get in your way. Gender, age, course, disease, ICD-10 category and external referral may be a very simple form, but it provides some powerful demographic information to FPD. When the GP is done, he clicks on Submit. The GP clicks on Patient Management again to commence filling in the details for another patient. Let's now move to View Resources. This module contains some very useful links for GPs that can be updated anytime by the administrator using the web dashboard. Now Data Sync. When a GP has no internet connection, all the data that the GP inputs is stored on their phone. Upon clicking on Data Sync, when there is internet, all the data from the phone is then transferred to our databases. So please click on Data Sync whenever you have internet connectivity and as often as you can. Let's now move to the profile. Here's where you can change your password by clicking on the pencil-like icon. You will now be required to type a password and then click on Confirm. This is all you can do from the Profile tab. To change information such as your name or your FPD ID, you will have to contact an FPD administrator. Lastly, to check out, the GP must click on the Checkout button. By the way, the system requires the GP to complete their to-do list before checking out every day. You will notice that you can use some features of the app after checking out too. You will have the View Schedule, Timesheet, Report Issues, View Resources, Data Sync and My Profile modules available to use even when you're not at the clinic. Well, we're not yet done. Remember I told you about the GPS coordinates mismatch and the no data connectivity feature? Let's look at them now. If your GPS coordinates don't match, that's because you're trying to check in or check out from a location that's not your scheduled location. The app is designed to then prompt you to select from the list of reasons for not being at your scheduled location. You can then select a reason, fill in your comments and click on Submit. Of course, the reasons for failure to check in and check out are different. You will not be able to check in or check out from another location other than your scheduled location. Now let's see what if there's no internet. We've designed an elegant backup, checking in and checking out using a unique QR code that the clinic administrator holds. The mobile app itself is designed with an inbuilt QR code scanner. So if you don't have internet, go to your clinic administrator, click on check-in, select the schedule, the scanner will automatically appear. Point your phone camera to the check-in QR code. Make sure that the clinic administrator has given you the check-in QR code and not the checkout QR code. Of course, the GP will have to physically be present at the clinic to be able to scan the QR code. If the QR code matches the clinic you're scheduled to report at, you're successfully checked in. Once you've checked in, you will see the main menu which we discussed earlier. The checkout process is the same. You will have to scan the checkout QR code held by the clinic administrator. And if the code matches the clinic that you're scheduled to work at, you're successfully checked out. That is all it is. It's very easy and simple to use. We really hope this app will only make your work better. So please start using the app like you normally would in your clinics and send in your valuable feedback. Thank you for watching the video and have a nice day.